Taylor here with Agri Drones. Let's take a deep dive at the sensor and camera systems on the DJI Agri T50, the XAG P100 Pro, and the newcomer, the EAVision J100. Now, in many regards, these systems are similar when it comes to sensors and cameras, but there are some very, very key differences. One big difference on the J100. Let's not get there yet. First off, why are sensors and cameras important on spray drones? You don't need them to spray. You need something to lift with a spray system and a tank. That's really all you need. Sensors and cameras are there to provide peripheral support, so visual support for the operator, for mapping, for spot spraying, things like that on the camera side, and also for safety as well, and ease of use. So your sensors, whether it be whatever kind of radar or whatever sensor you have, is going to do your terrain following and your obstacle avoidance, because chances are you're not going to map out every single obstacle. You might miss some every once in a while. So obstacle avoidance is really key. These drones do that a bit differently. Let's start over here with the XAG. So on the XAG P100 Pro, we've got one radar on the drone. And yes, radar on the drone. This is a radar right here. Inside of this housing, there's a radar that spins in circles. This is spinning around very fast. It is bouncing off of surfaces. It is detecting those back on the radar. And it is doing that up, down, and forward. So this does three directions: up, down, forward. This one radar on the XAG P100 Pro is responsible for your terrain following and your obstacle avoidance. And this is the only radar on the XAG P100 Pro. It does not have anything to the side or behind the drone. So if you're flying the drone sideways or backwards and there's an obstacle, it will not see that obstacle. Only forwards, down, or up. Now, the radar terrain following on the XAG, because the field of vision is really good with it being right here in the front, the terrain following has always been good on the XAG P100 Pro. However, it does have limitations, like we said, not being able to see things to the side or behind it. The camera on the XAG, we have static cameras right here and then one underneath. So we have two cameras on here, one facing straight forward, one facing straight down. You cannot move these cameras. They are where they are. So switching, if you want to look down, you just tap a button and it looks straight down. If you want to look forward, tap a button, look straight forward. You can't do an angle by any means. These cameras are just that. They're just cameras. They're not for mapping. They're really just so you can see what the drone is seeing. And the range on these cameras, because the XAG system uses a two remote system, basically a remote plus a phone, the range on the cameras is not nearly as good as what you're going to have with DJI or the EAVision drone. So good radar for terrain following, limited in lots of regards, nothing on the back or on the sides. Camera is really just there for FPV. Okay, looking at these two systems. Let's start with the DJI first. Now, DJI has a very similar radar to the XAG. Yes, this is a radar. It rotates inside of this housing. It is oriented differently, and so it shoots forward, to the side, and does have one facing up right there. In addition to this radar on the front of the drone, we also have binocular vision cameras. So these two cameras here and these two cameras here are not for the operator to actually see, FPV, what's going on with the drone, but they are there for obstacle avoidance and terrain following. Depth perception, that is the concept here. We have two eyes. These cameras have two eyes, so they can sense depth. And they work very well on DJI's other platforms like Mavic or the Matrice series. They all use binocular vision cameras, and they work very well. One big issue here, and this has always caused problems on the T50 and T40 system with binocular vision. When you're operating in a dusty environment, what's going to happen to your cameras? They're going to get dusty. So they're going to get blurred or blocked. You spill chemical on them, they're going to get blurred or blocked. So you find yourself doing that quite often. Not only that, but at night, cameras don't see very well. If there is snow on the ground, reflecting surfaces like water on the ground, it screws up these cameras. So your terrain following and your obstacle avoidance because of these cameras, is a major problem in a lot of scenarios we find ourselves in. When the sun is coming up and you're flying towards the sun, it's going to throw things off. It's going to think it sees a false obstacle that is there. So the cameras on the T50, in my opinion, are a drawback. The radar does work very well. Not just that, but we do have a radar on the back of the T50. Right here. Here is our radar for terrain following and rearward facing radar. This is a new addition to the T50. This radar actually does work really well for terrain following. Big improvement over the T40. It's going to be very similar terrain following accuracy to the XAG P100 Pro. All right, looking at the camera on the DJI system. Right here is our camera. It is on a gimbal, so it rotates up and down. It is 1080p, so we have full HD quality live feed back to our remote, and it does have a very good range, well over a mile if you have line of sight with the remote to the drone. So camera is a big feature on the T50. Obviously, DJI being a camera company, that is to be expected. And you can do mapping with this up to 30 acres in one flight. You can do ortho mosaic mapping with the Agri T50. All right, let's look at the newcomer here. What I believe combines, first off, elements from both of these systems and something brand new we've never seen in the US market, or really the worldwide spray drone market, exists on the EAVision J100. And that sits right here and right here. This is LiDAR, not radar. Both of these drones over here, the XAG and DJI, they use radar specifically and exclusively for your terrain following. This uses LiDAR for terrain following and obstacle detection and avoidance. Why is this a big deal? LiDAR can see further. LiDAR can see in more detail. It can detect just as good at night as it can during the day. LiDAR is not affected by water or any reflective surfaces on the ground. LiDAR is not affected by differences in how the sun rises or sets or glares into it. LiDAR is an extremely trustworthy system when it comes to seeing very small obstacles and very fine detail. And what this drone does is it doesn't essentially, we talk about the T50 essentially creates a terrain map. This drone doesn't essentially do that. This drone literally does that. The EAVision J100 literally creates a very precise terrain map and obstacle map as it flies. And you can see that on the screen. Whenever you're operating the J100, on the screen next to the camera screen in the lower left-hand corner, it shows you the terrain in front of the drone and the flight path the drone will take when it gets to that terrain. Not just that, but obstacles. Things like center pivots, things like trees that have lost their leaves. We've never seen this have any issue navigating around or over those obstacles. Full obstacle detection and avoidance at 10 meters per second. And if you fly a bit slower than that, you can literally climb 90-degree slopes. That's straight up. The XAG and DJI can't even come close to that. LiDAR is a real deal and something that sets the EAVision apart from everything else in the spray drone community. Now, that's not our only obstacle detection. This does our forward, so it basically, this one right here points up and down. This one right here points up, slanted forward, slanted backwards, and straight down. So you've got a pretty wide field of view forward on your obstacle detection. But like the XAG, this would be kind of, it would be a problem if you just had that. What if you're flying manually? And that's where, on the J100, we've got a rear and side radar. So it does incorporate radar. This is for your rearward obstacle detection and your side obstacle detection. So if you're flying this drone manually, doing spot spraying or mapping and like that, then if you're flying it backwards, it will still detect obstacles behind it and to the side of it. So it combines everything that is great about the T50 as far as having a spherical obstacle detection and incorporates LiDAR to make it way better. Not only that, but like the T50, we love the camera. This incorporates the same camera quality. Right there we have a 1080p camera. This is live FPV, meaning you see HD quality 1080p on your 7-inch screen, exactly the same as the DJI is on a gimbal. So just like the DJI, click a button and you can tilt it down, you can tilt it up, you can tilt it actually a bit higher up and a bit further back in the DJI system. And it does mapping as well. So if you wanted to do orthomosaic mapping, this does it just like the DJI. However, the EAVision J100 can do 50 acres in one flight and process that all on the remote, whereas the DJI is only 30 acres. Not only that, but if you notice, this is kind of maybe hard to grasp, but if we turn the DJI, where you can see the front, location of the camera is right here. It is unprotected by the landing gear. That right there is the side protection, and the camera mounts to this side here. We've taken this drone out of the back of trucks and trailers, and if we don't have a very strong grip on it and it falls straight up and slams into that camera. We've broken the sides off of more of these than we care to think about, and we've bent more cameras we care to think about. That's usually the first thing to go whenever you have a forward collision. This has a housing around it, and it is protected by the landing gear. So you pull it out of the truck, the landing gear actually comes further forward than the camera, so no problems banging this whenever you get out of the truck. Not only that, but this camera acts as a dash cam. So just like a dash cam in your pickup truck, if you get in an accident, right, you have a dash cam to prove what happened. Exactly the same thing here. This camera, whenever you're flying, it's going to record live and send that video back to the remote. Store that video on the hard drive, and it's going to store the next video for the next flight, the next video for the next flight. When the storage for that segment gets full, it erases the one, the oldest one, replaces it with the new one. Exactly the same as a dash cam. Why is this important? If you get into a crash, if you see something in the field, maybe you saw a yellow spot of corn as it's flying across spraying fungicide, and you're like, what is that? Didn't see that before whenever I was flying around. You can go back, review the footage, and send that footage to your repair shop for warranty cases, or send that to your agronomist and say, hey, there's a yellow spot of corn back there, here's the video footage, go check it out. You don't have to do anything else. It does it automatically for you. Really, really cool feature. And something so simple, why is nobody else doing it? EAVision J100 is built for agriculture from an agriculture company. It just makes sense. All right. I think we've covered about everything on these three drones on the sensor and camera side. If you guys want to see an EAVision J100 in action for yourself, give us a call, let us know. Thanks.